Hi guys, it's Tasia with Sweet Kawaii Design. I'm going to be doing a plan with me video today. We're going to be planning out the first week of September. I'm going to be toggling between the Erin Condren horizontal life planner as well as my KK planner. I use several different planners throughout the week. It may seem a bit much, but it really keeps my life kind of separated. This guy stays in my purse. It has my grocery shopping list, to-do lists, things that I need to remember on the go. And then the planners at home are kind of like my sidekick. I use, say, my traveler notebook. I do all my design lists. So anytime you guys put in a request and I say I'm going to add it to my list, that's where I'm putting it. And then this guy is kind of more of my day-to-day life outside of Etsy. In the beginning, I was putting 110% all into Etsy, and I had to take a step back and realize that I need to set aside time to actually take care of myself and manage my life as well as managing the business. I'm a workaholic. If I'm at home, I'm going to be working on my shop, and I hope it shows. I really enjoy communicating with you folks, making new designs as much as I can. But so in any case, this guy kind of helps me keep life a little separated and keep a grasp on different things that needs to get done. So I went ahead. Each week I kind of have little post-it notes in there that remind me of things that I really want to get done that week, or things that I just might forget during the planning process. So we're gonna go ahead and write those in, as well as kind of put down the foundation for the week. So I have these What's for Dinner stickers. They are perfect for the horizontal planner. They fit really nicely right here in the bottom. I don't think this would fit nicely at all in a vertical planner. Let's see. Ooh, July. Yeah, it definitely would hang over, and then you don't want to put it on crooked. So these are specifically made for the horizontal planners. So I'm going to choose, let's do pink. And I'm going to white out this bar here on the bottom just in case it shows over my sticker and I want to put some washi tape on it. I'm not going to have this green shining through. Whoa, so just put that there. It's pressing a little hard, huh? All right. So it's one big sticker, so you kind of need to be careful when you're laying it down. These stickers aren't made to be repositionable, so if you do stick it down incorrectly, you can try to pull it up, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So that is my What's for Dinner. Now, when I mentioned the KK planner, I have, oh, excuse that, that's my funny little, don't get too stressed out during the week post-it notes. But in any case, I use this insert that I make to kind of plan out my dinners for the week, as well as my grocery shopping list. So when I go to the grocery store, it's there with me. I'm not going to be forgetting anything. This may seem a little redundant, but I transfer this information into here because I don't want to go into my purse every time I need to know what's going on for the week. So that's what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and just transfer in the information. I'm working out of a cookbook this week. I'm trying to make all the recipes that I make this week from that cookbook. And it's the Against All Grain cookbook. It's a paleo-based cookbook, and her recipes are so good. I don't follow paleo, to the T. I'm from Hawaii, so I love to eat rice. So you can bet your tootin' that I'm gonna have rice with my ginger chicken, and broccoli is not just gonna be ginger chicken. But the good thing about this cookbook, every single recipe has a picture. That makes a big deal to me. But in any case, back to the planning. So we're gonna write down what we're having. So ginger chicken and broccoli. And then we're gonna put the page number, so during the week we really don't need to be flipping around in that book looking for the recipe. Mexican burger, page 164. I hope I'm not talking too fast. I'm kind of nervous. I don't ever plan in front of anybody. I feel like the pressure's on. Oh my gosh, my handwriting went a little sketch. But the pressure's on to make a quick video, but an efficient video. Hopefully that doesn't hinder what I do. California. Not that planning out the week takes me very long, but I think when I'm kind of explaining what I'm doing, I can get carried away, kind of go off on a tangent. Pesto stuffed prosciutto chicken. Page 122. Okay, so I leave the weekend blank because during the weekend I kind of like to take some time off from cooking. Zach and I have found this delivery service called Deliver Dish, and for $3.99 they will go to the restaurant of your choice, as long as it's on their list, but their list is super long. They will go and pick up your food. So if you want, I don't know, the Ram Brewery down the street from me in Clackamas, instead of having to go to the restaurant, which is always busy, they'll just go pick up your food and bring it to you, and you can eat it on your couch. I love it. So for Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be doing maybe takeout or something. I don't think that's going to fit very nicely, but we're going to put it anyways. So I just put a little takeout thing there. So let's get started on the week. We're going to start with Monday. So Monday I have some to-dos to do. We're going to be going grocery shopping on Monday, which is tomorrow. So I either grocery shop at the beginning of the week to plan for the entire rest of the week, or I will grocery shop, let me scoot out just a little bit. I'll grocery shop towards the end of the week in preparation of the following week. I'm a little behind. Zach had to take some time away from helping me out this week to take care of a few things, so it's really kind of put a rein on my parade. I'm used to having help every day, and I didn't get it this week, so that's that. But before I forget, I made these little workout boxes, so it kind of, you're able to list down your workout for the week as well as remember to drink all your water, and they fit so nicely in these little square boxes. I'm so used to planning in a vertical planner that the horizontal planner is somewhat challenging for me. I don't know if my brain just doesn't work in this format or what it is, but I feel more creative in the vertical, but I want to challenge myself and, you know, see what I can come up with. So I'm laying down these workout stickers in the squares. I've been on this little health kick. I moved from Hawaii about 3 years ago to Oregon. I lived in Hilo, and I have gained so much weight since I moved. I don't know if it's because we eat out more. I'm sure that's what it is, actually. I never ate out in Hilo. There wasn't too much to choose from, which I guess was a good thing for my waistline. But we're getting back on track, and we're cooking more from home, and we're starting a workout regimen. We're actually going to be joining a gym down the street, so that hopefully will help out a little bit. I personally hate the gym, but I'd rather work out in private. But what can you do? So let's do a little more foundation stickers. So the weekend, I have these really cute weekend banners that are perfect for the horizontal planner. If you guys haven't figured it out already, I really go in with no plan. I kind of just do whatever comes to me at the moment. And sometimes it works out in my favor. Sometimes the spreads turn out horrible, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to be using some washi tape. This is the washi tape that I got from Blippo, and I'm going to put it right along the bottom here. I think that's cute. Scissors. Alright, perfect. So we have that. And now we're finally going to move on to my post-it notes. I know I've been saying I'm going to do that for a while. Ooh, let me silence my phone. So we're going to make kind of like a little to-do list for Monday. Monday I'm going to be grocery shopping, and I have some things that I need to get completed as well. So I'm going to be using some grocery shopping stickers. I have these little grocery bags, and then I also have this. I really like this sticker, the grocery shopping flag sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then we're also going to put a grocery bag, but I think I want to use an itty bitty grocery bag. This is from the September itty bitty kit. Look at how much tinier they are, just so you guys can get a size reference. So the big and the little, they're so cute. They're so tiny. I'll do a whole video on size comparisons, because if I have it in an itty bitty, I have it in a full size. It'll kind of give you guys a good idea. It's really great when you're working in a smaller planner or you have a lot of writing to do. Definitely works. And then I have these flag stickers from Inspired Blush. Hi, Emma. If you haven't checked her out, you definitely should. She has the cutest little things. Let me show you. So this, and then I also have these little page flags. Those are so cute. Cute little sayings on the bottom. And then I've used these a lot already, and I just got them in the mail, but basically they were like little header covers, washi tape inspired size as well. And then I got some other stuff from her. Got these really cute weekend banners. I don't know where they went. Oh, here's some more. So here's these. They fit perfect in your box. Aren't those cute? And then these weekend banners, look how cute. Like, that's so pretty. I really need to change up my color scheme one week and put those in. I'm always working with pastel colors. Pastels are my favorite, but that really wouldn't work with pastel. I have all these blemishes. So anyways, back to what we were doing. You know what, actually I'm not going to put down. I'm going to put this on the edge for now, because I would rather put a little to-do list sticker. So I need to call Waste Management. We sold our house about a year ago, and we transferred our name off of everything. The new owners put their names on everything, yet Waste Management still sends me bills. I've called them like 3 times. They just can't seem to figure it out to take my name off of it. And the new owners don't pay their bills. I don't know if it's because they're not receiving their bill or because they just don't pay their bills, but regardless, I need to get my name off of that. So I'm going to be calling Waste Management. And then just flip through here. For the grocery shopping, I'm going to be making a few stops. My first stop is going to be Whole Foods. I don't normally shop at Whole Foods, but I just found out not too long ago that whatever meat and vegetables you buy there, they will cook for you right then and there for free. And so that's so easy if you meal prep, or if you're just lazy like I am and I don't like to cook really. Having the chicken and beef and fish and vegetables all steamed and cooked for you, you just come home and section it out into Tupperwares and you have lunch. It's perfect. So I'm going to be going to Whole Foods. Gotta go to Target. And then I'm also going to be going to Trader Joe's. I like to go to Trader Joe's for their, I'm again a lazy cook, so if the vegetables are pre-cut or anything like that, I'm all about it. And Trader Joe's is a good place to go, in my opinion, for that type of thing. So I'm going to use a little bullseye. And then I'm going to kind of decorate it slightly with just I don't know where my pink pen like this went, so I'm going to just use a regular old pen. And I'm just going to kind of tie this all together with a cloud. the way that the horizontal works, I mean, with vertical, I have those boxes, so they kind of separate themselves here. I feel like it's just one big mush. So I feel like I need to kind of group them out like that. So we're gonna be doing waste management, and then I need to pick up some more boxes. I have a few things that I wanted to send back to my sister in Hawaii, and I don't have any flat rate boxes, so I need to pick up some of those, and I keep forgetting. So we're gonna do that, and then now I'm left with like this little awkward spot, kind of like a, really, what are you gonna put there? So we're just gonna put some things that I know I'm gonna have to do that day that I'm gonna forget, like watering my plants. My poor plants, I'm amazed they're still alive. I have a black thumb when it comes to, I bought a whole bunch of succulents and cactuses because I thought, or cacti, because I thought they live in the desert, they won't really need any attention. I still kill them. So I have to remind myself to water them. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna move on to Tuesday. Tuesday I don't have too much going on. I did just get my electric bill in the mail, and I need to remember to cut them a payment. So let's just flip through. I have this organizer here that I bought from the Container Store. My camera just stopped. But in any case, I just cut off the top. It's really nice because it opens up really big and it just stands up. But the only thing is, because I cut the top off, you can't really store it very well, because if it flips upside down, you're in for a treat. You're gonna find your stickers all over the place. But in any case, I'm gonna put down my electric sticker. Okay, so we're just gonna be using a light bulb. And we're going to grab a different colored pen. Say pay electric. Okay, perfect. Tuesday I don't have too much going on, and I never really feel the need to fill it in completely. I'm planning on Sunday. Things are going to come up. If I jam pack this thing, I will kind of feel overwhelmed if I have to add more in. So I'm just gonna leave the rest blank, because I know there's things I just am probably forgetting them. So Wednesdays I run kind of like a payroll type of thing. It's not really payroll, I like to call it payroll, but basically I started working from home so I could focus all of my time on my shop, and so my paycheck stopped because I quit my regular day job. So I needed to start taking a draw from the business. We never used to touch the money from what we made from Etsy. It was kind of like a savings account, but now that I'm not working and not making a paycheck, I kind of need it. So I set up this thing. It's a long story, but basically it's kind of just like a transfer of funds from a business to a personal account, just so there's kind of like a paper trail. Everything is legit. But the thing is I always forget to do it. Come Friday, I'm like, hey, where's my money? I don't have a paycheck. It's like, oh, because I forgot to pay myself. Silly. So we're gonna put run payroll. Perfect. And then also, let's put a little decoration around this too. Let's just trace it. Just like that. Color pens, I think, really kind of lighten up the planner. It makes things, I can see them a little better. I mean, if it was all black, it works for some, but it kind of just all blends in for me. So I prefer to do it this way. And then so Thursday we're going to be doing a meeting with Steve. So I have these little meeting stickers that I'm going to be using. These come in a full size as well as the itty bitty. So again, there's another size comparison for you. I'm going to be using the big ones. Let's put it over here in this corner. So Steve at 10 a.m. And then also rent is due, unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and take a little house and put that there. Pay rent. All right, so we have that. And then, so I'm kind of just, right now, I'm just putting out the foundation of things that I know needs to get done. And then after that, we're going to kind of fill through with all the other fun things that are going to be happening and just cute decorations. So on Friday, Zach and I wanted to do something fun, kind of take a break. So we decided that we would drive down to Salem and go to the Oregon State Fair. It's one of those types of things where you think it's going to be fun, and it's really not that fun for us. At least we don't have any kids, but we still go every year, and it's kind of funny that we do that to ourselves, because we drive all the way down there and we're like, all right, what do you want to do? All right, let's go. So it's silly. But in any case, I don't have a fair sticker, so I'm just gonna go ahead and decorate it. I'm only going to be doing kind of frivolous things on that day, so I'm just gonna write it nice and big. So we're gonna do Oregon State Fair. And then because we're driving down to Salem, we're going to be passing by the Woodburn outlets. So there is no better reason to go to the Woodburn outlets other than you're driving right by them. I mean, who's not going to stop? Excuse me. So, let's see. Woodburn outlet mall. All right, I'm not too good at hand drawing. I design all of my stickers, but for some reason I think drawing on paper and drawing in the computer, two completely different things. But in any case, we're just gonna put little dots at the end of all these letters, kind of make it a little cuter. Like that. Almost there. So we have that, and then the Woodburn Outlet Mall. Oh, I see everybody do these really nice fonts in their planner, and it's amazing. I signed up for like a handwriting class at the Paper Source this coming September. I'm really excited. I kind of just wing it. I see what other people, I don't know. I don't really know, but I do it anyways. So I'm kind of just making the ends of these letters chubby, and then I'll fill them in. It's like those people who write on the signs at Trader Joe's. I always think it's a stencil, but it can't be. I'm sure there's just some talented employee there that just knows what they're doing. So I did that, and then I'm just gonna draw little lines through it. I always see on Facebook people talking about this llama lettering thing. I really need to check it out because I think I would benefit from it. Llama does lettering. Write in the comments if you know what it is. I would love to look it up. Okay, so like that. Those O's are kind of sad. How do I do that? Let's just make them chubby, I guess. Who knows? Huh. Ooh. All right. It is what it is. So we have that, and then we're gonna go ahead and let's put a cloud around that too. Where's my teal color? Here it is. So we're just drawing a cloud. Around it. Like that. And then let's move on to Saturday. Saturday I don't really have any plans, especially because we're taking Friday off. It's just going to be back to the grind on Saturday and Sunday. So let's take a peek through these stickers. I do know that I have some chores that I definitely need to get done. One of which is changing my contact lens. I'm so bad at changing my contact lenses. I can go ages without changing them, and that's so not good for you. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And I also have to clean my makeup brushes and do some laundry. Doesn't that sound like an exciting Saturday? Who wants to join? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put down the clean brushes sticker. This is not how you would receive the sheet. This was a total error on my part, so I saved these for me. I cut them way too deep and the stickers just like popped right out. But they're still usable. They're just not, I just would never in my life sell them. Okay, so clean brushes. And then because they were cut all funky, you really have to pull them up at the right spot. Like that. And then we're gonna change our contact lens. I'm telling you, if I don't put this in here, it's not gonna happen. So we have that. And then we need to do laundry. So I'm gonna be doing my regular clothes on this day, and then on Sunday, we're gonna do our bedding. I heard you're supposed to wash your bedding once a week, which, I mean, that's a really great idea, but I always forget. I hate washing my bedding. I don't hate washing the sheets. I hate putting the sheets on the bed. It's a real pain in the butt. We have a Tempur-Pedic, and so the on like an adjustable base, so the sheets are special that you really have to lift the mattress up and get them really under there, or else they'll pop off if you move the bed. And so it's like a two-man job, and it's been so hot lately that I just don't want to do anything that requires any type of exertion that would make me hot. So we have wash bedding there. And then Sundays are my planning days, so I like to put a cute little planner on there. Let's see here if I can find it. I might not be able to find it. Let's look. When in doubt, if it's not in my accordion, I just kind of sneak it from my stock. So we're gonna go ahead. This is an itty bitty version. Look how cute and tiny it is. So there's that. We're gonna put that here. Nice. And so I'm going to be, let's take an overlook. You can tell how my desk gets messy. Let me zoom out, because I don't put things away as I work. So I start to just kind of spread out. But sorry guys, my battery died. So back to what I was saying, kind of just spread out when I'm decorating, and it turns into a really big mess. I need to learn how to kind of keep my area a little more organized. So we're going to be filling in a bit more of what's going on during the week. So I run the payroll on the 2nd or every Wednesday, but I always need to confirm either Friday or Saturday that it actually processed. That was my dog that just choked in the background. She needs to make an appearance one of these days. But let's go back in here and find our money stack. Where did I put it? Let's see. What I can do, I can use an itty bitty money stack from the September kit. Again, these are the itty bitties. They're really tiny. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off and put it here. And we're going to confirm. deposit. I know it might sound silly that I'm doing this, but it really makes life easier. So, back to the beginning of the week. I'm gonna start to kind of fill in a bit more. Actually, I want to go to Saturday and kind of decorate this because I'm not going to use these boxes. I still trying to figure things out. So I'm using these really cute animal stickers that I got from a grocery store here called New Seasons. Basically, they just have the cutest little things. They're like these weird puffy stickers too. They don't match at all, but they're so cute. Let's put some grass. And let's put some leaves on this tree. Like that. And then, I don't know what these little things are, but we're gonna make one. Just kind of fly through the air there. And then let's draw some stuff. Maybe a cloud. And then maybe we can draw like a little flower. Eyelash. And then let's draw another cloud. That's cute. Okay, let's open this up here and see what we got going on. So I like how this kind of dominates that Friday. I want to do it here as well. Okay, so for Tuesday, I need to remind myself, so this is going to be somewhat Etsy related. I need to place some orders for a few things. I'm working on changing my packaging and I designed the exterior of the packaging. Now I just need to order the supplies to actually make it a reality. I'm really excited. For those of you who've ordered with me before, you know that right now it's like a pink bubble mailer and then I reinforce it with a cardboard. I'm getting a stronger mailer because I really want your stickers to show up in the best condition possible. And I finally made a logo. It's this cute little girl, so I'm going to be able to put the logo on the outside of the envelope. I'm really excited. So we're going to put Etsy, and so we need to order the mailers. And then I'm going to test out this special type of material for the exterior, so if it gets wet, nothing bleeds or anything like that. So I need to order that as well. So order special, I don't know what to call it, paper. Okay, perfect. Just kind of section this off. What? And then on Tuesday, on Wednesday, I want to really focus on getting some more new designs out. I'm in the process of converting all of my regular sized stickers into the itty bitty format, and it seems to be taking longer than I expected, but I really want to do that. So I'm just gonna write what can we do? Convert itty bitty stickers. Again, just putting little dots at the end of the words. the end of the letters, not words. So I put dots there. Let's put lines here. So I'm just putting little lines at the tips of all the letters. And then on this one, let's do that same lettering. I'm really looking forward to that class, because like anything with a curve, the S's and the C's, what the heck do I do? Who knows? We're just going to do that. And then that. That and that. And then, holy moly, I don't know what to do. Like that. Okay, so we're gonna do, let's do a trace on this. So it's almost like I was making bubble letters, but I'm just kind of outlining it. Similar to a cloud, kind of, I guess. Perfect. So we're going to convert the itty bitties on that day. And because we're converting on Wednesday, I will take pictures on Thursday, hopefully. And hopefully by Sunday I could have them posted. So let's put it in the planner, because once it's in the planner, you kind of got to do it. So we'll do post new releases. And now, especially because I'm putting it in a video, I really have to do it. So this is gonna kind of hold me responsible, which is good. Should do this more often. You guys can hold me accountable. Not that all of the stickers will be out by Sunday, but let's set a personal goal of at least 10. And I really want to get the November kits out. I know it's only starting September, but I love being able to have everything on, like, up ahead of time, especially for international shoppers and just people who want to plan ahead. I love to plan ahead. So we have that. That came out really janky, but that's okay. I'm trying to kind of go a little faster. I think if I wasn't on a video, I would be taking my time a bit more. So that is my planner so far. I fill out the workouts kind of as I go. I really need to make a plan. I have so many things going on with Zach wanting to sign up for the gym, and then I kind of want to do at-home videos. I really just need to do some sort of like plan and stick to it. If you guys have any recommendations, definitely let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much.